This is the Fantasy Roadshow.
We are live. I repeat, we are live. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome into another rendition of Best Ball live drafts from your boys over here at the Fantasy Roadshow. We got a couple single entries. We got the Bulldog. We got the CORGI. We got Shane O'Mac joining us on a Best Ball live draft. Shane, how the hell are you?
Doing good. Got a haircut, fresh haircut done. Kind of going for the McVay look. I don't know if I'm pulling it off or not, but that's what I was attempting.
Yeah, I like it. Kulz, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I'm all good. We got Bulldog, as you mentioned. What do you prefer, Bulldog or Corgi?
I mean, I prefer the Bulldog. It's more money.
No, like, what dog do you prefer?
What dog?
You're a fucking cat guy.
Okay, hold on.
You're a cat guy. Truck hates dogs.
No. Let
Truck
me
hates
clarify
dogs.
something. I work so much to where I can't have a dog and I can't take care of a dog. I can't train a dog because I'm constantly trucking, working, and all that stuff. I do have 3 cats, possibly going down to 2. We'll see what happens with this last cat that's giving us issues. But anyway, I love dogs. If I had to pick, I would pick a Corgi over a Bulldog. Okay. Bulldogs,
really?
Depending on the Bulldog. Like, there are different styles of Bulldogs. I get it. But like a traditional Bulldog, I'd probably take a Corgi. Corgis are the cutest thing. Those videos of them just running around, their little tiny legs, adorable. What about you, Shane?
I think Bulldog. I think the only thing going against a Bulldog is that, like, their health issue. Like, they have so many health issues, but from a look standpoint, like, it's a Bulldog 100%.
Yeah, I agree with the Bulldog.
Yeah. Are the English Bulldogs the little tiny ones with the really round ears? Those are adorable.
Yeah.
Frank like
Dank has 2.
He's got 2 English Bulldogs. Those are cute.
Yeah,
those are definitely cute.
Yeah, Frank the Dank, if you're watching, send a picture.
Oh yeah, good call.
Send me a picture. Can you comment a picture? You can't comment.
No, those are Frenchies. English Bulldogs are.
That's right. Yeah. You're absolutely right. French Bulldogs.
So Bulldog's going slow. Corgi is not. We are filled in Corgi. I'm excited to do this with Shane O'Mac. We're at the 104. This is probably the number 3 favorite spot to be at. 103, I think, is probably. I think my favorite. 102 is really good. 104 is. 104 is pretty good too now because DJ Moore is consistently falling. For whatever reason, his ADP has fallen over the past week or so. So I've had no problems getting him here at that like 28 pick. So I love this 104 spot. In a single entry, this is exactly this 102 to 104 is where we want to be. So we're happy right now.
Yeah. What are the names? Who do we got in our lobby? Who are we dominating today?
Freddie K. We only have 3 badges.
Okay.
Freddie K, Friggin' Beast, Woggy 13, Mike Vest, BMF 88, Adzend, Jeff's Nazi, Cheese 24 Skull, Joe Fro Bro, PML 97, Brock's Gym. Bunch of schmucks, to be honest. Those are just a bunch of schmuck names.
Shane, what's your favorite username out of the bunch?
Besides the Fantasy Roadshow?
Yeah. We always pick a favorite.
Friggin' Beast.
I like Joe Fro Bro.
Joe Fro Bro. Same.
Joe Fro Bro.
Jamar Chase at the 104. We're going to do it every time.
It's one of the reasons why we love this draft pick, for sure.
It's the reason.
Yeah, we take Jamar. We will be recording a Best Ball draft update episode this weekend, releasing next week, and we're going to be going through our exposures, and you'll be surprised, or maybe you won't be surprised at how much Jamar Chase we actually own. So,
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. The one thing that worries me about releasing exposures is that I see Now that we know about these like stream snipers, like people, I know that there are people that like make note of who's taking who, and when they get in draft lobbies with them, they have a competitive advantage.
Okay.
And I don't love the idea of that. So it's like, obviously we're not big enough to where like there's going to be a significant amount of people doing that, but because we're not generating revenue with our content, it just is only a disadvantage, I think.
I get what you're saying.
So I don't love the idea of releasing exposure before as we're about to unload 100 more drafts.
Potentially, right? Because we may have something cooking.
Well, that's why, like, let's just figure out what's going on the next couple weeks, and then maybe we punt the best ball draft thing.
Okay. Up for we'll talk about it. Maybe off stream.
I just don't think we're ready to even release it. We've done zero prep besides 400 drafts.
Yeah, I mean, besides 400 drafts, we've talked, we've made some notes, but other than that, you're right.
We've talked about like a couple notes, and I don't think we've made a single note.
Okay.
Have you made one list?
I haven't, because you have the list.
No, whatever. We're not. I don't think we're ready.
I just figured you both were like easy, from the Mayans, and you just remember everything up in here.
I mean,
shout out to the Mayan show that
for
I'm
sure. But
right
like,
now.
I feel like we need to do like, we need to go through what's our favorite stack, what like all that, like we need to have all that stuff planned out a little bit more than we currently do, because there's a ton of, you can extract a ton of information from people that have drafted 400 heading into training camp. It's just what do we want to talk about? I think it takes a little bit more planning to do it right or do it well.
I don't disagree.
Back to the draft. That's why we're here.
Yes.
Barkley
slipped to the 21 pick. Gonna take him every time there. Shane, where do you have Barkley in your?
That's crazy. He slipped that. I have him going like first of round 2, but even I think he may even creep into the end of round 1 by the time real drafts get around here. Yeah. I have him as my RB4.
Okay. Yeah, there goes DJ Moore, the pick before us. Malik Neighbors is on the board. Mike Evans, Malik Neighbors every time.
This is a home run smash for you guys.
Why we love this pick?
Oh.
So yeah, the Chase Neighbors Barkley start. That's probably the preferred start. Sometimes you get Devonta Adams to fall, and someone like Barkley's not there, so you end up with 3 elite wide receivers. But love getting an elite running back, someone that we know is just going to produce every single week. Get the 2 LSU Tigers, go Tigers. Jamar Chase and Malik Neighbors. Neighbors looks like he's going to be good as long as Daniel Jones is somewhat competent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And even if he's not, they've got a competent backup there now, at least.
Oh, Horsecock?
It's not the Italian stallion, What's his name?
Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito,
Yep.
Horsecock lock. And we're off. Let's see what else. What are some other... let's see if I can get mixed a little bigger. What are some other teams you like there, Shane? And Truck.
Oh, I do not like. Oh, yeah. Oof.
The pick right before us, Tyreek, Waddle, and DJ. Stacking Miami's receivers.
Yeah.
They're always high-powered, high-scoring offense. So I never think that's a bad idea. I like Tyreek, like Waddle, like DJ.
Tua
So
just got paid.
Yep, Tua just got the contract.
I like that
Third
one too,
highest
Truck.
quarterback.
Where'd that come in at? I missed that.
It's 212.
Yeah, number 3 on the list now.
Jerry Jones continues to just crap his pants waiting.
Yeah, I mean, they're in a tough spot because Lamb and Parsons both want to be the highest paid non-quarterback in the league.
Yep.
So you got to pay 3 guys a lot of money coming up. I'm not going to jinx someone that's still around. Man. I'm not going to jinx that.
No.
Have you guys seen him slip out of the round 3 in a lot of these?
Yeah, he's been going here quite a bit, and this guy's going to auto-draft him. Nope. He's got...
Takes our boy Coop.
Q set. Yeah.
There he goes.
There. I figured that would happen. We're on the clock now. It's Higgins, Kirk, McLaurin. What are your thoughts here? 10 seconds.
I like McLaurin. Shane, go ahead, chime in.
I have Higgins over him, but I think Terry's solid. But yeah, I have Higgins right there.
I have Higgins above him, and with the Chase stack, likely Burrow is going to be around in that 90.
Oh man, yes.
This 93 pick. So
that's your best ball brain coming out for sure.
His best ball brain is strong
about
these days.
Yeah. I like Dalton Kincaid just from being Dalton Kincaid, already having our elite running back. You like to go, if possible, if you have 3 elite receivers or like high receivers, having that elite quarterback or elite tight end, in this case an elite running back, 2 out of those 3, and then you can just kind of fire away at wide receiver here in these next 60, literally these next 2 picks will be wide receiver for sure, and then probably 3 out of the next 4. So after round 9, we should be sitting there with running back, tight end, Joe Burrow, and then 6 receivers.
Are you seeing Burrow kind of slip down into round 7?
Yeah, we'll get him at that 93 pick, round 8.
8, okay.
And since we already have Higgins, we could probably test our luck. This guy's already got a quarterback. This guy is probably going after Tua, Caleb, Jaden.
Yeah, he should be, yeah.
So there is a chance if one of these guys, if both of them get quarterbacks in these next 3 rounds, then we could probably wait and try to just, take the bet that he's not going to get taken in these 6 picks, and he will fall to the 100 spot, but it's not guaranteed. This is an awesome start. I love this start.
Yeah.
About as good as it gets. Early on, Truck and I were almost exclusively McLaurin over Higgins. I think I have changed, targeting Chase and just being so on Burrow that I think going for the 2-headed monster plus Burrow is just kind of preferred.
How's the Bulldog looking? Are we still in that one? Is it
fucking just creeping.
Not filling up, waiting on 4? What's up, Instagram?
We never have anyone join from Instagram. We got waiting on 3. I wish this was the Bulldog, honestly.
Yeah.
Higher stakes. The other team I liked originally was this Wilson London start. I'm not a Pacheco guy necessarily, but having him with Mahomes and Pitts, I do like that. I don't like Mixon, so I could have done without the running backs, but from the tight end, quarterback, and then double tapping Wilson London, I like to do that from 9 to 13, this whole range. 9 to 12.
I like the guy in the middle there too. Scroll up a little bit. Bijan, Devonta, Pickens, Cooper, Hollywood.
Yeah, that was the pick that this guy's my favorite. Especially, honestly, Wagyu's got a nice one too.
Mm-hmm.
The one that you liked originally. Yeah, Ascend, and Wagyu. Those are the two sharp guys in this lobby.
Yeah, Pacheco is an odd pick in the early round 3 as your hero running back.
Yeah, a lot of people are really high on him. I don't really share that. Rome, Watson, McConkey, and Thomas, I think we're unanimously Rome here.
Yeah.
Across the board. Shane?
Yeah, I mean...
And it's pick 69. Yeah, he's going to fuck this year. Rome's totally going to
This
fuck
guy, this guy fucks. This guy fucks.
Yeah. Rome is going to be the second Bears jersey I've ever owned. Shane O'Mac.
Nice.
Partly because he's number 15.
Yeah, the first jersey I've ever owned was also number 15, Brandon Marshall.
The old Brandon Marshall.
Brian Thomas, if he's there. I know, Shane, you like Keon and Ladd. Let's talk through this wide receiver range. How do you rank those guys?
I've got Keon, Ladd, then Brian Thomas.
Keon, Ladd. Well, there goes Brian Thomas. So, Truck, where are you at these days with Keon, Ladd, JSN?
Keon, Ladd, JSN in that order.
Okay, and you said that as well?
Yep.
Okay, I am Keon, JSN, Ladd. I'm not there yet on Ladd. Maybe if I see a workout video of him looking swole soon. But at 165, it's hard to see. I just don't trust someone at 165 to catch over 100 balls. I think Josh Palmer might have a really good year. I've been trying to figure out that Chargers, like where I'm flag planting in that Chargers receiving room, and I think I'm gonna be a Palmer guy.
ADP wise, that makes the most sense.
Yeah, because he's further back. He's in that range. Like after Jameson here, it becomes Sutton. I posted that on Twitter. Did you see that today, Shane?
I did not.
I posted on our Twitter account, who are you taking, Sutton or Palmer? Because this morning when I did a couple drafts, I was in between that, and I was like, oh my God, this is so tough. I love Sutton and that role he's going to have, but then, like, what a good-looking group.
What up, B Cork?
But then you have obviously Herbert over Knicks. And if you get the right guy with the Chargers, how huge is that going to be? I just still think Sutton's going to have a big time touchdown numbers.
No, not like last year.
You don't think? Well, he's not going to. I just don't think, like, Knicks won't throw for as many, but I think he's going to have that same role.
What's up, Kelsey?
Kelsey.
What's going on?
We got some female roadies.
For
you
sure.
You don't see that every day. You don't see that every day now, do you?
No.
Appreciate you joining us.
Thanks for joining, Kelsey. Up in 4 picks, 3 picks.
All right, who do we got here?
I need to put my seat back down.
Did the guys, did they take quarterback? Those first two, that'll be coming around the turn.
We got Jordan Love. Nobody here. Burrow already went, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, he did. I missed that. Okay.
Double tap Kyler and Burrow for no reason.
Oh my gosh.
Swift over Connor and Moss.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So let's see what our
Kelsey's first year learning fantasy football. Thanks. You came to the right place, Kelsey.
Yeah.
Came to the right place.
Be prepared to be hooked, Kelsey.
Yeah.
Your Sundays are going to get so much better now.
Hit us up anytime for any questions you got.
Yeah.
Liked and subscribed. Let's go.
Nice.
Your favorite roadie.
Yes.
Ratatouille. Chef hat. We have Keon, Kincaid, could stack Samuel, but don't necessarily need to. We can go anywhere with this pick. I would rather roll the dice and see if we can get Caleb at the 117. I don't really want to take him early here.
Okay.
Samuel Sutton. That's really Samuel or Sutton. 5 seconds.
Samuel.
I've got Sutton ranked higher, if it matters. But
we're gonna go Samuel for the stack.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just can't figure that Samuel versus Shakir. I just can't figure those two out.
ADP as well. Got him at pick 100. He's getting drafted at 89.
Yeah, between Samuel and Shakir, a little shaker. I don't think, at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to matter. I feel like they're going to be very similar. I do have the edge on Shaker, but I think they're going to be very similar.
People already drafting. It depends what you consider people. Sickos are drafting. The degenerates are probably having. We've got 400 under our belts.
Yes, 400 drafts.
People are starting to draft. Yeah.
Yeah, we got some home leagues already drafting. Dynasty rookie drafts have already gone and passed. Dynasty startups and redraft is kicking off. It is draft season.
But a majority, Kelsey, of like home leagues won't draft probably to that third weekend of August.
What's up, Germ?
Jeremy is in the
building. Icon is in the building.
All right, Caleb. This is
Get
your
that
shot.
Caleb Rome.
Come on now.
This is your shot, Caleb.
No problem, Kelsey.
It's been a bit. It sure has, Jeremy. You've been missed. We were grinding out the fast puppy there for a while. Knocked out 150 bad boys.
Yes.
Come on, Caleb. We might have to get the dust off the old Chingosium Anglosium here in a bit.
Chingosium Anglosium.
Do you know about
Come
that?
on now. Come on now.
There goes Purdy.
Chingosium Anglosium. Come on now.
There's Lawrence. Lawrence is a guy that is just so solid at his ADP, I think.
I agree.
Typically grabbing him with Brian Thomas, but you can get him, throw a dart at Davis later. There goes Corum. Two picks. This guy goes Lil Shake. This guy does not have a quarterback. Let's see if he's got Keenan. I don't think he does. Keenan was on the turn. He's got Jefferson, Debo. Boom.
He's ours. Let's go.
Williams
Lock it in.
Is on
Lock
the
it
squad.
in.
Goes on with Rome.
We did not do the majority of those on stream.
No. I did some of them, but they were such a grind that it wasn't good content.
When you're drafting 4 teams all at the same time, it's just really hard to explain anything.
To be honest, is ESPN good for fantasy football? What do you guys use? I'll answer that in a second, but Jeremy, to be honest, our best ball streams, I felt were getting pretty shitty, without Shane O'Mac. Shane adds a dynamic to where we talk about the draft more. So this has been a lot better, but Truck and I had done so many together that it was just not even worth talking. We were just auto picking everything. I know Shane's going to want Gus Edwards, and that's the right pick here.
Yeah.
Isn't it, Shane?
It is. I mean, I'm not going to buy into this.
Chase Brown.
No, and I'm not buying into the pre-camp news right now on J.K. Dobbins that he's 100%. And so.
Oh, what was that other news that came in, Mike? I sent it to you.
Jarrett Patterson is
Pattinson or something.
Patterson. He's just a tiny running back out of Buffalo.
They're saying he's getting work as the RB2 ahead of JK.
I told Truck, I was like, this is a non-story. He's too small to have a real role in the NSL. He's kind of like Deuce Vaughn. He's just too small.
Yeah. It's not going to happen.
Fast and he's good, but not against grown men in the NFL. Chase Brown, what do you think about that, Shane?
I think he is the third down back. I think can be a handcuff pick, but I do not think that is like a 50-50 split that's going to happen.
You have Gus Edwards sitting there on the board. Like, are you taking Gus 10 out of 10 times?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm taking a starting running back over a backup running back.
I'm going to let Truck tell you this one, Kelsey, because he's a little bit more passionate than I am, and probably Shane on this topic.
So fantasy football on ESPN is tried and true. They do a good job. It's very user friendly. Been using that since I started playing fantasy football. If you really want to get into the weeds and really get into a good app, you want to download Sleeper. Sleeper a couple of years ago was the cream of the crop, but recently there's been some issues, in different departments. However, it's still the superior app. There's a forum. You can go on and ask questions. You can answer questions. You can interact with the community a lot more. I don't even think you can interact with the community at all on ESPN.
No, there's no support at ESPN either.
And the leagues on Sleeper are very customizable. You can do some really fun things with the scoring settings and whatnot. And so Sleeper is the way to go. ESPN is number 2 in my opinion. Yahoo, get that garbage out of here.
Kelsey, I just set up. Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, Jeremy, heading to work. Hopefully we'll get to draft with you all soon. We're waiting on one in the Bulldog, $75 single entry.
Do you want to be the one?
Yeah, let's knock out one together. We already know we like drafting together.
Yeah, I would say Sleeper. Kelsey, I just took a league that had been in ESPN for decades, and we are transitioning over to Sleeper. It's just now as easy to set up as an ESPN league. App-wise, getting in and setting lineups.
Cutting you off. Mike Williams, Mooney Pearsall, Marshawn Lloyd's here as well. We got 5 seconds. Williams or Mooney?
Williams.
Yeah. We're a little buy heavy on 12. Gonna have. I don't know
if Mike Williams is going to even start the year off on the field. Quite honestly.
Yeah. You think he's going to go to the pup?
That's what I have read is a good possibility.
Did not know that.
Yeah, I'm still fine taking him this late at 141. Just because I think in best ball he's going to come back.
We'll catch you next time, Jeremy.
I'm just going to, unfortunately, taking DeMario because I'm worried about being so buy heavy. I
love that. I love DeMario. I think people are really sleeping on him.
Yeah, so we're probably like pretty solid at wide receiver now. Can maybe go one more later, but I was worried about week 12 when we have Neighbors, Rome, and then nobody else. But now we have DeMario.
I like it. B Cork with the hot take. Love to see it.
That's the same as me, I think. B Cork. Yep. Chase, Lamb, Garrett Wilson.
Ooh.
But you already knew that, B Cork, because you listened to our wide receiver rankings episode. You goofball.
Or mid episode, Mike bumps them up to 3.
What?
Love it. Mid episode, you bumped him up.
Did I? I thought I always had him there. I had him there to start. There we are. We're starting 101.
Oh man, that's gonna be.
Look at that.
Let's go.
He's just testing you.
When you going live again? First time I seen you live since I drafted with you. Yeah. Gosh, I don't know. We have a good answer for you on that.
We're gonna try to go again soon. We'll once we figure that out, I'll DM you, Jerem.
You better, Truck. Don't just say that and then not.
I will. I'm hand to God. I will shoot you a DM.
All right. When are you guys on? Jamar Chase 101. You already know why we're doing that all year long. It's not like a once a week thing. Yeah. See, Truck, now we got multiple people that want to know when the boys are going live.
Yeah, we go live basically pretty much random times. That's as bad as it is to say. If we have an opportunity with a couple hours where we're available, we're like, hey, let's do some best ball drafts. And it's really hard with the three of us. We all work full-time jobs, and it's very difficult to manage the schedule and to figure out when we're going to be doing best ball live drafts. But we are going to hammer it out, and we're going to follow us on Twitter on the Fantasy Roadshow. We will be tweeting when we'll be going live from now on once we figure that out. So get on the Twitter and follow us and check it out on there.
And also, Kelsey, like we drop shows, draft guide content shows, draft preparation shows each week. So just since you're following us on YouTube, just have the notification set when we release a live show.
Exactly. At Fantasy Roadshow, exactly. Tell all your friends as well. Yep. Let's tell your friends. Let's get some subs rolling. We're looking to grow heavily this off season. We're gonna put in the work, and it's always good to connect with people and see the fruits of our labor.
Yeah, Kelsey.
Antonio Gibson, is there? Do you think? What do you think there, Shane Mac? I know Truck doesn't like him.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan, but I mean, what's left?
It's him, Dobbins. Like, are you gonna add Dobbins with Gus already? Maybe, given our room, but Gibson
at this point, yeah.
Tyrone Tracy. We got value at Gibson.
Yeah,
I think he's actually not as much value as I thought, but.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Kelsey, check out the Substack, thefantasyroadshow.substack.com. We got articles going out every Wednesday.
Peace out, Jeremy. Yeah, I think Gibson, if he's going to ever have another productive year, literally ever again in his career, it's this year. So we'll see what happens.
Did you guys see the comments from Jalen Polk and Javon Baker?
No.
Javon Baker just said that he's so good he can make people in a wheelchair stand up. And Jalen Polk said something along. Let me try not to butcher this. Shit, I'm gonna butcher it. I'm gonna have to look it up. It's a funny comment though.
I love this B Cork. If Rodgers didn't go down last year, do you think we're drafting Wilson before Amon-Ra? I do, 100%.
Yeah, probably so, because you're looking at double-digit touchdowns instead of 3, for sure.
All right, so we got 3 picks. We're going to need a tight end and a quarterback. Honestly, like, I probably would almost rather go 9 at wide receiver for this build. Shane mentioned Mike Williams maybe starting on the pup. We have Keon and Curtis, and then we only have 3 available for the bye, or for week 12 bye. I'd rather get a 4th in there and just be a little bit deeper. I think with Barkley and Swift, and then you have Steady Eddie Gus. I don't know. I like Ray Davis's role. I think you're already hearing about him a lot in camp, which makes me feel really good about our exposure with him. So, like, I think we're solid at running back. And throwing a dart at a Braylon Allen or Tyrone Tracy at this point, like, isn't really as solid as adding. Let's go ahead and grab Daniel Jones since we have Neighbors. Now we got Jones, Neighbors, Caleb with Rome and Swift. I love the way that this team is grinding out. We get we get to stack 2 of our best young receivers. Should be heavily involved. We get our main target at tight end. Get our probably our highest exposure running back are probably our two highest exposure running backs in Barkley and Swift. God, if Daniel Jones has a good year, we're going to be in a good spot.
So happy to see your guys' Swift ownership.
Fuck, we're on the clock in the other one. Neighbors and DJ Moore. Yep. And
That is a smash.
What ownership are you excited to see?
Oh, I'm just excited to see your guys' Swift ownership.
Thanks,
Makes
Kelsey.
me so happy.
McMillan, Chark. We like Tolbert. 3 seconds.
Chark.
DJ Chark.
Didn't get him. Tolbert.
Cool.
That's a 2023 love pick from Coles.
Yeah. I think he's going to have I think he's going to have a breakout year. I really do.
He had some camp highlights yesterday. He was the
Did
star of the camp. Yeah.
Let's go. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
he's going to break out. He's going to
He's
be like,
rocking the #1 New Jersey number. So
dude, come on. This is all such good news. Kelsey followed. Thank you. Fantasty. We are Fantasty as well. We got 3 Fantasty hosts of the show. Chase, Neighbors, DJ Moore.
that's so good.
Yeah, let's go. Chark. So you're on Chark now, hearing that 3 wide, they're starting him over QJ Truck?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm willing to take a shot on him.
Well, I do have a little bit of Chark ownership from the past.
DJ Chark.
Man, when that news came out
much.
about Chark, that was just like
Whoa,
the
sorry about that.
final death blow to any QJ hopes and prayers.
But then, like, Harbaugh came out the next day and was like, he looks awesome. We have huge plans for QJ.
Does anybody want this cat? Does anybody want this cat? Anybody interested in taking this cat from me?
Bro, you know what we would do with it? I'd find
I'm not talking to you guys.
I'd find the lowest rated Chinese restaurant in terms of stars, and I'd show up. I'd be like, here.
Yo, Scooter McRooter.
What up,
going
McRooter?
Kelsey may take a truck.
Yeah, Kelsey. Oh, kitty. Yeah, she is. She's a handful. Just had to get a new couch because she pissed all over the other one. So, not good.
And let's see if our boy, there he is. He's been getting drafted, and it scares me. Greg Dulcich. We have so many Kincaid Dulcich rooms, and I just want so many more tight end rooms. Gesicki, Truck sent me a little bit of Gesicki hype.
Yep.
Did you see that
slot.
tweet, Shane?
Yep, I did.
Is that interesting to you guys?
Yeah, you're looking at like 100 targets and 70 catches gone from the slot receiver from last year. So
You have a doggo.
well, that's
Truck.
the right move, Kelsey. That's
the right move.
Right thing you should have. You should have a
she's
dog over a
Not
cat.
too fond of dogs, so not sure if that's going to work out.
That's a good.
Truck, I do like Mike Gesicki. I should like him. He's got like the same name as me. But what I'm worried about is you're gonna get sold on him, and then he's gonna crush you again, and it's gonna hurt you really bad.
Yeah.
Because you loved him last year.
Yeah, I did.
I am Conklin. I'm Conklin over Gesicki though.
Conklin over Gesicki still?
Yep.
Same.
Yeah, I think I am too.
Same.
A-Chain Jacobs or Kyron Williams. Pick one that you think could have a decent fantasy year.
Kyron. I'm buying into the McVay talk on Kyron.
Same.
I'm buying back in.
Yeah, he was just so good last year.
All right, boys. McLaurin, Kincaid, ETN's an option as well. I know.
I like doing that.
I know we've enjoyed doing the ETN Kincaid.
Yes, sir.
I don't hate it. I like the don't auto ETN. He does not, thank God. Who do you auto? Andrews. He's going to go Andrews Lamar unless we just ruin his day.
And I think Etienne's he's a fine hero quarterback or running back to anchor a team with.
Yeah,
I
when
think
we
he's great.
anytime we
Yeah.
start 3 wide receivers, I love getting Etienne as that hero running back.
Yep.
I like this start, boys. Very similar to last draft. What we started: Barkley, Chase, Neighbors, Higgins. This one is ETN instead of Barkley, and then DJ Moore instead of Higgins. I don't even want to think about which one I like more. Truck, you probably DJ Moore, right?
I like this start. Those 3 receivers. Oh, that's great.
I don't want to think about it because it's just not. So, you guys are drafting today? Well, that's what we're doing right now. We are drafting.
Yeah, this is best ball.
Yeah, you guys might just give a quick explanation of best ball to Kelsey.
Yeah, I'll just do a quick rundown.
I'm not the guy for that.
Yeah, best ball is on the platform Underdog, where you draft in lobbies of 12 people. The buy-in varies from $5 to $25, all the way up to $1,000.
Even less than 5.
Even less than 5 sometimes. And there's no management whatsoever during the season. Everything is optimized. The players that score the most points on your roster get those starting spots. And then after 13 weeks, whoever has the highest score in that pocket of 12 moves on to the playoffs. And then you're in a giant pool, depending on the tournament size. Some tournaments are single entry like these. Other tournaments, you can have 150 entries. So we're very deep in this. Like we said, 400 drafts and counting.
382.
382. There we go. But yeah, I mean, if you wanted to get into the best ball, there's some pools where you can get there's like $3 entries with only 12 people in it. There's even dollar drafts if you wanted to mess around with an actual live lobby where players are actually drafting. You get a sense of where players are going. Sometimes in mock drafts that you do, it's against computers and it's not very realistic. This is definitely a go-to tool. Mm-hmm. What are you laughing at, B Cork? We are degenerates over here.
Yeah, I don't know if he's laughing at that or the little Herbie reports about he's going nuts in camp.
Oh, okay.
Is he actually? Is that what it is? Or was it just that bullshit about like he's good between the tackles or whatever?
I think that's what I've seen. I haven't, unless there was something today I've missed.
I didn't see anything today.
Yeah.
They're saying he's doing outstanding though? Or was it just that report?
Just I think the report that we all saw. Unless
but that was just, wasn't that just, I didn't even see it, so I can't even say. But wasn't it, to my knowledge, wasn't that just Eberflus saying like he's a good runner or something? Or was it Waldron? I honestly don't even know. It didn't really change his ADP all that much. I mean, he's like for sure getting drafted above Roshan now, but I don't think it's.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like egregious, really.
But I would 100% take him over anything that Dallas has in their running back room right now.
Yeah, I would, in good faith, I would give him to you, and then just at some point get us back.
Oh, they posted 5 hours ago. There was a highlight of him with a big run in camp today.
Well, I mean, you did like last year when I looked, like when he got 10 or more carries in any game, he was over 5 yards a carry. I mean, so it's not like he plotted.
Roma Dunze, don't get auto sniped here. He does. Brian Thomas and Keon again. Keon over JSN and Ladd. Yep.
Yes.
Brian Thomas. Keon.
Well, then you get
I do love.
You got Brian Thomas and ETN, and then you got Keon and Kincaid.
Yeah, this is working out really nicely. You have the stack options of Joe Burrow at that 90 spot, and then Caleb would have to fall to 120. So Caleb's probably not going to happen in this build. you could take him in the 9th round if it's that crazy, but Trevor Lawrence could very well fall to the 120.
Oh,
so you have the option of Burrow falling to 96, 97, and then Lawrence falling to 120, 121. So this is why I love this first, that first spot, first 3 spots of the draft, first 4 spots of the draft is a lot of times you're sitting there with Chase Burrow, Caleb, DJ Moore, and Rome Odunze, and then Brian Thomas and Trevor Lawrence, 3 of my favorite stacks. Daniel Jones you can get later with Neighbors. It's super cheap, awesome stack, I think. Potentially a huge stack this year. You know, what's my stat that I threw out a lot earlier in the year? Quarterbacks with over 500 yards rushing, 78% of the time they finished in the top 12. Last healthy season, 700 rushing yards for Daniel Jones.
This must be a stat that you have like referenced multiple times, because usually like there's a stat out there that I can't quite remember. I read it, and I don't.
This is the gist. This is the gist here.
You get what I'm saying.
It's because I fucking have I sit there and I just read stats and I just can't fit it all in my brain. But that one was one that was like, this is what I'm going to use because I'm going to hammer DJ all off season, and this is going to be what I hang my hat on.
Now you just need to go pull that stat about Sleeves Allen.
Sleevin? Yeah,
Sleevin Allen.
Sleevin Allen.
That was awesome when you mentioned that, because in Chicago, you're going to be wearing sleeves quite a bit.
So. I feel like he wore sleeves like at home games, obviously when weather's not even a concern.
Yeah, in my mind, I can envision him with sleeves all the time.
Yeah,
maybe because he was hot. The Sleevin Allen, like playing well with them. Stats.
There goes Joe Burrow.
There's Burrow.
Damn it! Who fucking golden loom? You little bitch! Oh, he had Higgins. Never mind. You're cool with that. I'm cool with you drafting him. A little run on quarterbacks. Do we just say fuck it and grab Caleb? No, I like Swift here. Zach Moss. We were just talking about Sutton and Palmer. There goes Moss. So Swift will be a draft pick here. Sutton and Palmer. You guys gotta. We talked about that briefly. Who do you like?
Palmer.
You like Palmer. Who do you like there? Truck. Shane.
I've got Sutton ranked higher, so you can tie break that.
I tie break it with Sutton. I'm wondering if we want to go B-Rob or say fuck it and go Caleb. Nah, let's not say fuck it. Sutton's the right play. He's got that awkward bye week. We already have ETN Swift. B-Rob would have been nice. Reaching for him a little bit. I just... You
B-Cork endorses the Sutton.
Let's go, B-Cork. You should have said it quicker, and it would have been I wouldn't have had to stress out over here. I just got this new Garmin watch. Like, it's tracking my stress levels. When I had to get on the clock to break the tie, it probably spiked. I'm sure
I don't even want to know my stress levels.
You should get one.
Don't even want to know.
That's going to be a part of our health initiative here. Is we're going to get you a Garmin watch and get your sleep dialed in, get your stress levels. You're going to know exactly what's stressing you out. Your thing's just going to be
things like when you get a couch that's 3 times the size you anticipated.
Oh my god, this couch is massive.
Do you wear things on your wrist, Truck?
I don't. I used to have an Apple Watch that I wore religiously.
I was going to say, what if I bring you a Fitbit and you start tracking your sleep and seeing if you want to track? Or do you even sleep consistently enough to do that?
4 hours a night.
Yeah, that's not quite healthy.
You don't want to do it then. They're gonna be like, "You, sir, are gonna be dead."
I had my niece over this weekend, as I told you guys, and she wouldn't go to sleep at night. We went to sleep at like 12. She wakes up at like 5 a.m. I'm like, oh my God, can you just? And I took the day off work the day after, and I'm like, this is my one day to sleep in, and you're just cramping my style.
That's tough.
Yeah. B Cork voted on Twitter. Appreciate that, B Cork.
Yes.
B Cork. I almost feel like maybe we should have just said fucking go Caleb, but whatever. Single entry, dude. Like, maybe Sutton was the move on not a single entry, but being a single entry, it's like, fuck.
That's a good point.
Just get your guys kind of thing. Even though
that's a good point.
Sitting here, we probably made the right decision, but it's fun when you just want to have one entry and, like, we're really high on Caleb, so fuck it. But I think Lawrence is going to fall to us, and it's going to...
He has to.
Our team's going to look really good with him.
Yeah.
Unless Christian Kirk... Oh, this guy might take him. Brendan J. Cott.
He only has Dak?
Yeah. He's got Kirk, too.
Yeah.
Lego... I'm not even going to say his name. I'm trying to get canceled. Golden Loom. Steven 828. This year's champ Moser. EM 11. Rock Chalk 88. Brandon J. Do not take him. Cat Talak. C. Reese 87. Dusty 16. I like Mims, though. I like Mims, too. I love Mims. There takes Purdy. Let's go.
Beautiful. All right, well, I'm going to let you guys finish off this draft. I have to go return a rental car, and I'll be back for our mock-a-lock-a ding-dong.
When is the mock?
We were going to say 5, if you guys still want to do 5. Otherwise, we could push to 5:30, whatever you guys want to do. Excuse me.
5 is...
Oh, yeah, because Shane's got to be out by 5:45.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, 5 o'clock it is.
Can you get the people lined up that are nice enough to join us?
Yep. Yeah, I'll be sending out the invite.
Sweet, thanks.
No problem, Kelsey.
Well, how do you feel about
nice to meet you.
Shane O'Mac?
Yeah, I think
You're
that
a
he's
Wicks
like,
guy?
yeah, I think he's got high upside.
Okay, let's go Wicks then. I like him too.
Yeah.
I was hoping you were going to say that.
I was just thinking if he was on like any other team, I mean, 80% of the other teams in the league, like he would be a top 2, top 3, at least wide receiver.
Yeah, I think he's going to be top 3. Like, I think he's going to be like, I just think talent's going to rise over Dobbs, and he's going to end up being a weapon for Love just because he's better.
Yeah. I mean, if he would be like, let's just put him on my team. Put him on Dallas. Like,
yeah,
that'd be a perfect guy.
I agree. I like taking Wicks there. The other option was to like maybe go Chase Brown or Chubb. I do like Chubb. I just don't. I'm a little like concerned about early in the season how long it takes him to fully ramp up.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of saw that with Javonte Williams last year, and he had a much worse injury than Javonte did.
Mm-hmm. Who do we got here? 12, 13, 144, 145. We're going to have to start grabbing a couple running backs. Lloyd, I would like him. What do you think about Ty Chandler this year?
I mean, yeah, he's a backup handcuff, but good chance he's going to play some games like he did last year.
Yeah, like with Jones, kind of, you know, I wouldn't say he's like, I think he's calling him injury prone is somewhat accurate. I don't know that it's as egregious as everyone thinks. But I do think Ty Chandler has a role regardless, because I think he's an actual good running back. I think O'Connell likes him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some notifications I gotta turn off for this Garmin watch. I just got one from Amazon. A deal picked just for you. Like, you don't need to be sending me.
Did you see, by the way, side
Shopping
note,
updates.
Amazon has added a teledoc service to your Prime membership. So for like a little more a month, like $9 a month, you have access to virtual doctor visits now.
No way.
Yeah.
With insurance or just in general?
I think it's just, I hadn't looked in at the details, but I'm assuming in general. So, which would be interesting, but I don't know that for sure. I just saw it come across saying $9.99 a month.
It's
What it's
outstanding.
called.
Kelsey, take care. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, hit us up on
Friday.
Twitter, Kelsey. Anytime you've got any questions coming up on your drafts or in the season.
Please do. That is interesting. I love that. Amazon continuing to take over the world.
Yes, that's what I.
Dowdle, what do you think his role looks like?
40 on the 60 split.
That's a good role for a Cowboy backfield, I think.
I think as it is now, if no changes take place, that's what I project it as.
Is that what you would say if Jaleel McLaughlin ends up with, is a 40 split?
Yep.
So I'm taking Dowdle over McLaughlin, and just in terms of like, I like that role for the Cowboys if they're going to have a similar workload, you know?
Yeah, that's what I would call it.
That's
right
what
now.
I personally say. Would you agree?
Yeah.
There goes Dowdle, unfortunately. I would have liked him. Ty Chandler, it looks like we're just going to have to take him from playing the ADP game and needing a running back at this point, which I don't hate it. I'm totally fine going Ty Chandler. I think Hawkinson's interesting in a best ball just because we just took Chandler. I do think probably the right move is to go McLaughlin here, but
Yeah, just shore up.
yeah, Hawk's interesting to add that little late stack. If he comes back, I don't know. Like, when is that going to be? Do you have any news?
I always assumed it was going to be,
Week 6.
he's going to week 6 at Pupless, but the reports came out this past week saying he is way ahead of schedule, which conflicted what a lot of people were saying. So
week 7 off their bye.
That could be the prime.
That's
but
what
I think the takeaway from that news this week, him being ahead of schedule, is he could still start on the pup list, but he comes out of that bye ready to play, and it's not like he needs 3 weeks to ramp up.
Yeah, which still, that maybe makes me a little bit more excited for him from fantasy this year, because if he's not ramped up, if he's not until week 10 ramped up, I still think McLaughlin was the right move, just to add a little bit of depth at running back. Sometimes I'm not like, I like Lawrence. I don't think you need to go 3 quarterback, but I like the option too. If you can go like Daniel Jones and then Bryce Young late. We don't unfortunately have Deontay. We have Sutton, so you could go Nix as just like a last round dart throw, grab Dulcich and Sutton, and then you already have Sutton, so just Nix, if good at all, you have that stack with him. So I don't hate the idea of going like 3 deep with Lawrence, DJ, and then Nix late.
Yeah,
because
I think Nix starts from day 1, plays the whole year.
Yeah. So if he has any success this year, They do play the Raiders a couple times. There should be some winnable games that he's able to at least show some sort of promise, with one of the better quarterback coaches in the league. It's funny because, pre-draft, there was a lot of those rookie quarterbacks that I was just so sour on and were like, bust, bust, bust. And then I think they all ended up in, very good locations. I love Bo Nix getting paired with Peyton with some legitimate weapons, with Sutton and Javonte. Penix, if they kind of figure out that offense under Kirk, and then he has a very easy quarterback role where he's just kind of shotgun getting the ball into the right people's hands, that's the perfect situation for him,
Yeah, I think the same thing for McCarthy, someone that's not as limited as far as arm strength, but he's a quick processor. He gets put with O'Connell, who's going to draw up those type of plays for him.
Yeah, and you have JJ, obviously, Hawkinson, two great pass catchers. I agree. I do agree. All right, so we're still we're able to go best available here. We need to add a running back for sure, but we could add another wide receiver. Burton's there. Burton's interesting. There's a lot of value on Burton right here. I like the idea of going him and maybe Antonio Mitchell, Bucky. I don't know who you like out of those guys.
Yeah, Burton's very interesting.
Who do you like out of this list at running back? Gibson, Mitchell.
Yeah, Gibson. Yeah,
I agree. Burton and Gibson it is. You got Chase. Now you got Burton. I think he's going to be awesome. I think this wide receiver room's nasty. Chase, Neighbors, Moore, and then a couple rookies in Thomas, Keon. Then you have a surefire veteran with Sutton. Sky's the limit with Wicks if he ever breaks out there in Green Bay. And then you have Burton, who is just looking like he's taking off right now. I love that wide receiver room. ETN, Swift, outstanding. Lawrence, if we can add DJ and then Nix late, throw Dulcich in there, this team is going to be really good, I think. So you guys play in NCAA. That is a question that I'm going to punt over to.
B. Cork, I have not. Jax O'Mac is heavy into it right now, and I have not been able to get on and play it. So I hear a bunch of the screams out of his rooms of smack talk going on.
Playing it?
Oh, yeah, he's playing it. So, but I haven't been able to hop on to it yet. I love the all the things you can do as far as recruiting and pulling in the effort to try to get 5-star guys and all that goes with it. So I want to get into it. I just got to get the opportunity.
Shanna Mac, I have it. I've played it last weekend. I have a dynasty that we're teeing up with probably 8 to 10 guys. Some people were literally buying Xboxes for the game. And we're doing all mid-major teams. It's going to be a pretty in-depth cool dynasty that we're doing. And I'm having a tough time really getting into it. I think I've been super busy, so that's whenever I'm very busy, it's difficult for me to relax playing a video game because I just think about shit that I need to be doing, and then I'm like, why am I playing this fucking game? And that's kind of the mood I'm in right now, moving apartments. Hopefully I'll be able to talk about a little bit of my personal situation here in the next few weeks, changing, just a bunch of different things going on. So I'll just be sitting there. I'm like, fuck this. Like,
what was the game last year? Like in season, Truck was playing till like in the wee hours of the morning.
Call of Duty, probably.
Was it okay? I just know there was some weekends to be like he was still asleep because he had been up most of the night playing.
I love that. Yeah, he was addicted to Call of Duty for a little bit. All right, so Daniel Jones is gone. That sucks. I don't mind. It sucks because we had neighbors. He got drafted way too early. I don't mind Bryce. I do like Bryce Young a lot. I don't mind going him and Bo Nix here.
I think that's a good. Yeah,
You're cool with that?
Yeah, I think that's a good.
Yeah. Grab Bryce. Grab Bo Nix. Round early, but you had to get him there with Dulcich hopefully falling and being able to grab him to pair with Nix and Sutton. Trevor Lawrence, Bryce Young, Bo Nix, all on 3 separate buys, which is important in this situation because you want to get. I think Lawrence is going to be like a top 7 quarterback, a top 10 definitely. He's being drafted as QB 14. I think he's going to be, definitely in the top 10. So I'm confident that we're going to be able to use him most weeks, but adding Bryce Young and Nix in there as a little bit of added security. I love that. Xbox or PS? Xbox, B Cork. What about you? ETN, Swift, Chandler, McLaughlin, and Gibson. Having ETN and Swift make me feel really good about the wide receiver room. After that, just throwing darts. That's really all you got to do. One of these guys, unfortunate injury on one of these guys' teams, and they pop off. If Ramondre or Jones goes down, you got another bullet in there that to potentially start, then great. Chase Neighbors, DJ Moore, Brian Thomas, Keon Coleman, Sutton, Wicks, Burton. I love this receiver room. You have your 3 guys you think are going to be, wide receiver one of their teams. Outstanding.
I think Keon Coleman would be wide receiver 1.
Yeah, Keon as well. Sutton well could be as well. But I'm saying like these guys you can count on for sure. And then you have your rookies with very high upside. Then you have your veteran who's gonna score touchdowns in those weeks that he does. He's gonna be starting in this lineup. High upside Wicks, high upside Burton. So you have a mix of everything in this wide receiver room. I love it. Kincaid, hopefully Dulcich. Play on Xbox, B Cork. So we got a 5 o'clock mock lock. I'm gonna have to power pack in the next 30 minutes before that. Oh no. Dobbins might. Is this Dobbins hype real?
That's what there's a bunch. He's saying he's got the injuries behind him 100%. He's saying it's really hard for me to buy into that when you're talking about probably the worst injury for a running back is Achilles.
Yeah, I agree. It's crazy though, isn't it?
And he's not. Gus is going to have that goal line role, I think.
Yeah. You're on Xbox, B Cork. Is that why you say that? Dulcich fall into the last pick, hopefully. Ben Sinnott. Oh, I was going to say he's not getting drafted. Boom, Dulcich. That's the squad, baby. I love it. Let's let's go ahead and wrap this up. Shane O'Mac, thanks for joining. I'd like you to join as many as you can. I think it's just a better show with you. You know, Truck and I have done so many of these. We just don't even do analysis anymore. So, yeah, it was good shit. And buckle up.